Hello, happy Friday. We made it to Friday. Yay. We are going to watch our granddaughter tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that, except for her mama said she's starting to not feel very good. I don't know if it's just allergies. You know, it's that time of the year in the spring season when you're outdoors a lot and stuff. And I think she's getting some of her mama's allergies, which is never fun because I know what her mama struggles with. So I am going to use our BB cream today. I think it is a great foundation for mature skin. And I also think it's a great foundation as we go into the spring and summer where we are outdoors more. So when you hop on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say replay. And our keyword today is Friday. So our foundation sale is good through this weekend. It will go away on Tuesday. So if you are interested in that, it is the deepest discount I have seen it. It's even like 5% more than it was last year. So definitely a good time to stock up. It's 30% off, and it comes with primer or the setting powder. So I'm using the Illuminating Primer right now. Then it comes with your foundation of choice. I'm going to use BB cream today, but you could get the Serum Plus, the cream, the powder, you know, your choice, your favorite. And then you get your concealer and you get a brush. So I'm using the Kabuki brush, which is always what I use to apply my foundation. If you need a color match for your foundation, just comment Friday and we'll chat in Messenger and I'll help you with that. That was not good. I think this one's about done, but it tried to unscrew. And I'm like, I don't want that coming out everywhere. But I'm trying to get every last drop out of it. So we try about once a month-ish to snag a Saturday so my husband can come with me when we watch her. And it's just sweet because, you know, we're there 12 hours. So we have plenty of time to play and we go outside and, you know, all the things. So it's fun. Plus he's on the, as she would say, booger. I got boogers. He's on booger control. Her nose is running. They've got this suction-y thing. And I'm like, yeah, you're on that one. I'm not doing that one. I did diapers for years. I don't have to do that one. All right, I'm going to use the setting powder because I do like to set my BB cream. I like more of a matte finish. It's not because it's all going to go somewhere. It's just because I like the more matte of a finish. So you could get this instead of the Illuminating Primer if you prefer in your bundle of your foundation. There is a lady across the way outside. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, maybe she's weeding her garden. I don't know. She's got this huge leaf bag and she has not a tree one in her front yard. So I'm like, well, if you're picking up that many leaves, it's probably my 2 big old trees. Because I have an enormous red oak on that side of me. That is like the city has had us cut off a huge limb because it was extending over the street to where it wasn't at a good height or something. So big, big, big old trees. And it's one of the things I loved most about the house when we first looked at it is just, you know, the mature trees, just the way the neighborhood itself looked, as opposed to like a newer development, because our house is like over 50 years old. So the trees are that old. And whoever lived here before us did an enormous job of landscaping out by the pool. If you follow my stories, I show you sometimes things that are going on out there. And my pool guy, even when the leaves are doing their thing in the fall or in the spring when they're growing, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, we try to keep up. And he's like, I know, but you have all this. And I'm like, I know. It's like, I want all that, but it's just a pain in the butt for the pool. But, you know, there are trade-offs for everything, right? I just love the way that just warmed me up. that's an interesting some little girls out there riding like a motorized John Deere tractor. She's on the sidewalk though, so that's good. A little bit of blush. I'm gonna curl the lashes. So if you're getting other things besides the foundation bundle off of my storefront, which my lips are linked here that I'm going to use today, but any 3 things right now earns you a free Twisted mascara. This mascara is so cool. It is infused with biotin, so it's really good for your lashes, but it's also a great everyday mascara. It just helps your lashes look natural and longer. So it's not something crazy, but it just has some really good characteristics to it. It is definitely one of my favorites. We only have, what, 3 mascaras? So I would say it's number 2 for me. It was number 1 for me for a really long time. But I've been liking our Tubing Quadra mascara. I have a customer, though, that doesn't like it at all. She doesn't like the whole tubing aspect. And I've tried to explain how you take it off because I thought maybe that was the issue as to why she doesn't care for it. But, you know, sometimes we just don't like things. Sometimes they're just not our jam. And she just doesn't care for it. So we do what we can do. All right. We are going to come in with basic. We're going to dinner tonight, and then I'm going to see if I can do anything tomorrow. It might be a get unready with me when I get home. Might wash our face tomorrow because I just don't know. I have to be at her house at, I see a little shiny thing going on here on the inner corners of my eye. We have to be at her house before 6:30 in the morning. And last time I was there, from 6:30 until 7:15, she clumped around the living room in her dress-up outfit with her shoes that make the loudest noise. And I was just like, ooh, we have not had enough coffee. So, kind of anticipating that might happen again. But if she's not feeling well, maybe not. Maybe she will have more of a lazy morning. But that girl just has so much energy. She just wakes up in the morning and is like, oh, we're up, ready to go. And I'm just like, no. I'm up because Mommy had to go to work, but there's no ready to go. She's too cute, though. All right. You know, my go-to, if I don't have anything specific that I want to try or do, which is kind of like what's going on right now, is just my palette with my browns. It's just too easy. And it's very similar. Was it yesterday that I did the bronzer in my eye, the matte bronzer in my crease? That was all I did on my eyes. This is very similar to that. This has a little more to it because I add just a little bit of the dark color in the outer corner, so that just sort of draws that out a tad. But I just like a simple eye. I mean, why not, right? Not going to do eyeliner today. Just not feeling it. So we're going to come in with the Twisted. And if you hold the silver, you get this tiny wand. And if you unroll at the silver, you get this larger wand. So we're going to use the larger wand on the top. And this wand has these tiny little bristles, so you can really get in. And I like sort of fanning it out, right? And then on the ends, I just go back and forth. I kind of sweep back and forth to help that elongation of them. Yeah, see? You can actually see my lashes. Nothing over here. So I kind of back and forth. Really work those inner ones. Do one more pass just to really get the ends going. One more pass with the big wand. And then we're going to do a couple of things with the little wand. I tried something the other day and it really made a difference. All right, so put that back on, hold silver, unroll here. And I'm going to come back to my outer corners with this small wand because it can find hairs that in places where my larger wand can't quite fit, if that makes sense. I wouldn't do it there because it would hit my nose and things, right? So I'm just going to use this to sort of clean up a few things. Nice. Then I'm going to use the same thing just on the bottom a little bit. Just like that. So it's a real clean look for the eye, right? But I like that. All right, we're going to come with our lip liner. And then I'm going to come in with this beautiful pink. A little bit of a bolder lip, right? I feel like when you do kind of a subtle eye, you can do a bolder lip. But then I'm going to tone it down a little. So watch what this will do for you. Okay, so you see how bold it is, right? See how that just lightened that up? So my bundle is actually my lipsticks, my lip liner, and then I added in a lip gloss, but you could substitute out the gloss. I did that so you get 20% off because 3 things you get the mascara, but 4 things you get 20% off. So if you'd rather have like a lip mask instead of a lip gloss, we could sub that out. But I just wanted to get you your best discount. So that's what's up there. But if there's anything I can help you with, just comment Friday and we will talk in Messenger. And last days for the foundation, last days for the free Twisted mascara. That's going to go away over the weekend, at the end of the weekend. So if you're interested in getting that mascara, you're going to want to get it before Monday. Anyway, I just think it's so simple, but yet that pop of a bright lip kind of sets it all off. So if I can help you with anything, let me know. Say replay if you've lasted this long. Thanks.